Hello from Western New York. And been doing a little bit more work on this field. Been able to clear up some more of the goldenrod. You know, some of it here. Managed to make a bit of a path all the way to there, which is nice. Cleared out this space a bit. Managed to make a path all the way over to here. Now, before you say now, if you're going to say, why don't you get a tractor with a mower and mow it down? Well, I'll be honest with you. That would make things a whole lot easier, except for a couple of things. One, local farmers that live nearby, they don't have a small enough mower that I could use, or ask them to use in this little section, because, well, I got this right here, and there's like a bit of a ridge over in here. Can't just drive over. Not quite sure about down there, but it probably is something similar, you know. And of course, then there's all the in the clearing. Then there's the trees. This ain't nothing but the oil well down there. This is also a fairly small place. I mean, there's a lot of tight corners, and also there is a significant amount of junk in and around in here. I mean, there's some junk right there, and basically I just took it a little bit ago. I cleared out a bit of a wire fence section that was laying there. You know, cleared that out and kind of moved it underneath the one willow that's got a hollow spot. You know, just try to toss it underneath there. Probably gonna have to rely on some weeds or something to cover with the junk that I do toss in there. And speaking of junk, there's quite a bit more in here. I mean, let me just verify if I'm walking on some right now. But I do know that around in here there is a pile of it. Probably right in front of me for all I know. I think I found it, more or less. And I know there's metal paneling around in here. Yeah, there you go, around. So, like I said, in fact, Jack, you're looking at the side of a trailer I used to live in. I think there was 2 that were burned down here, and one of them was the trailer I once lived in. Emphasis on once. And of course, you got all the other junk that's down in here. You know, some of it's just rotten. You know, rotted away to where it's more or less manageable. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna do some more mowing. You know, try to get along to the swampy area. Locate all the available wood piles that I can, and either move the wood or set them up to be used as a hugelkultur sort of thing. I mean, there's a willow log that, you know, let's see. And you got this branch here. Look like it kind of got hit by lightning or something. And granted, it does look like it's more or less alive. But I might want to do something with it, you know, cut off these limbs, cut it off from wherever it's growing, in so much as I can. Turn it into a hugelkultur thing, or at least something that can be used as one. You got a number of other bushes in and around in here. Kind of, like I said, I'm going to leave the swampy area alone. You know, I'm going to leave that as, you know, I'll leave that for the local wildlife, you know. Of course, you still got some more work to do. Got some flower bulbs to plant. You know, got to put them in the ground. That way you got something nice to look at. And of course, you got the hummingbird. I mean, not hummingbird. Bumblebee. He's buzzing around looking for some flowers. Next year, of course, there's still plenty of flowers left at the moment, and there's going to be a good selection of flowers left over there, you know, wildflowers. I mean, I'm smart enough not to mow over areas that I can't mow. You know? Yeah, where it gets too marshy, too swampy. Where you just can't mow. These here are dying, that's good. Yeah. Which is good, you know, they'll crumble up nicely, and hopefully the rest of this will kind of compact down a bit, you know. But then again, over here I got plenty of materials I can use. This aspen tree, well, I might decide to cut out a couple of these smaller sumacs and see about trying to pile this aspen on, well, onto the end of this somewhere, you know. Try to expand it a little bit, you know. That'll be good. You know, free resource, you know. Now let's hear. What do we plan? Well, I think what I'm going to do is like put a picnic table down in here, or a bench or something. You know, you got some nice shade right in here. Although I am debating on if I should get down this tree or not. I mean, it's kind of close. I think I might. I'll cut it down, cut it into a couple of smaller sections. Maybe do the same with a couple of one or two of these smaller ones. And of course, depending on how things go, I might end up cutting down this one. You know, and if it can heal up from from where I cut it, you know. Of course, depending on how things go, it might just surprise me, and then I can utilize it for, well, you know. Same thing with the other trees around in here, you know. And of course there's the choke cherries over here. You know, I'm thinking about doing some cutting on these, you know, cut out some of the dead stuff, you know. And there's the other bushes, and of course the willows and all them, you know. You got a lot of good resources down in here that I can utilize for one reason or another. And of course, there's everything alongside the riverbank you can utilize as well. And yet, you know, in and among the willow trees. Because there's a number of trees that have fallen, a number of trees that are dead, and all that sort of stuff. And I could see about setting up a method of, you know, a path of sorts to bring that stuff you know. All the way over here. You know, all the way from over there to over here. And that'll help out my hugelkultures. That sort of stuff. And of course, keep me busy during the winter. Now I do have some more flower bulbs I gotta put in the ground. And, well, I think I'll work on that tomorrow, because at the moment, whew, I'm kind of beat. I mean, it's not easy mowing down 6-foot-tall goldenrod, even when it's laying over. Let alone when it's standing up. You got to deal with all the junk besides. On the other hand, I am getting this area cleaned up, getting it cleared out. I mean, I don't know if you can see the, well, hopefully you can see that chicken wire out there. That was in the way a bit. Cleared that out, you know. I mean, it wasn't like it was part of the fence proper. And there's even sections of the fence I'm probably going to end up cutting out or something, because they are on the ground and can't utilize them the way they are, you know. To say nothing about all the other junks that I'm going to be tossing in here. And mind you, like I said, I mean, I'm on this. I'm using a hand sickle, a grass whip, and a push mower. I don't have a riding lawnmower. I don't have a tractor with small enough equipment that can get in here. And of course you got this fence, which would make turning around a bit difficult, you know. You know. That being said, I have managed to at least mow a path to this fence. Started clearing the area around it a bit. I guess there's that a plus. And of course I'm kind of cutting spots of these into little sections that I can then properly mow. And basically what I'm doing is just mulching the stuff up, you know, more or less, you know, just going over it, grinding it up, mowing it, and I'm just letting the trimmings and that sort of stuff just drop. I'm not scraping it up, I'm not bagging it up. I'm just going to let this stuff lay where it falls. Reason for that is this. Basically, the worms, they'll come out, they'll see a little sliver, they'll break, they'll take, well, I'm letting the worms break this stuff down. you know, over the winter. You know, I'm letting them do the job. And basically my plan is just keep mowing this spot, you know. Mow it during the early spring. And mow whatever sections of it I don't turn into a garden next year. And this might not get rid of the weeds permanently. Highly unlikely that'll do that. But what it will do is help to enrich the soil. You know, the grass clippings will help to enrich the soil. And granted, this ground's not perfect. On the other hand, there's at least enough organic material and whatnot that the weeds themselves keep on popping up. So there's got to be something good with this soil. It's at least rich enough to support the grass and wild, that sort of stuff. You know, so like I said, the idea is just mow it, keep mowing it, and keep on mowing it. And hopefully I'll get some real good, it'll eventually turn into that soil I'm looking for as I slowly turn this into the garden that I want to turn it into. And to be honest, I am having a little bit of fun while doing this. Let's take a look at the rest of my garden. Gonna need to do a little bit of trimming on my blackberries here. Yellow raspberries are coming along over in here. Some of my blackberries seem to be coming along, actually. Might have to do a little bit more trimming on my blackberry and black raspberry. I think I got a long cane in here too. And of course I gotta do some weeding in and around in here. You know, yank out the weeds, toss them right in here or something. Elderberries seem to be doing okay over there. Strawberries seem to be doing fine. You know, I got more than a few of them growing anyways. More than a few, you know, they just seem to keep on growing. Might have to do a little bit of weeding. I am probably going to need to get my pruning saw and start cutting sections of this off, you know, cutting it up, because it's getting to that point where it's like, okay, start cutting. The limb's dead, dying, and all that sort of stuff. Maple tree's doing okay. This one too. I do not know about the other one. That one might have gotten squashed. That reminds me, I got something else I might want to take a look at over this way. And the plus side, my lawnmower's fixed, and I'm able to mow the lawn again, which is useful for mowing the field. Unless I'm completely mistaken, I think I'm looking at a tomato plant. Looks like one to me anyways. Not quite sure how that happened. Now though, I can make a couple of guesses that involved a tomato with seeds. And I'm wondering when that is going to fall. Who knows, maybe I'll ask my uncle to take care of that when he takes care of that. On the other hand, that might be a little tricky for him to deal with. Yeah, grapevine seemed to be doing okay, more or less. Also, gladiolas are doing okay too, and yeah, it's some that are, well, this one's producing some flowers, and this one too. And these over in here, the hostas are doing pretty good. Kind of thinking that maybe I might buy some next year. You want to get all the good stuff first. Hey, squash looks good. I think I see some I might want to harvest tomorrow for supper. That's a dandelion weeds in here. I might want to see about removing some of these squash leaves, because it looks like they're getting affected with something. We got these. Then again, just could be getting towards the end of the year. That could also be it. Seems to happen every now and then. I mean, look at these lilacs. Could also be a slight lack of water, that happens too. Yeah, most of these are doing okay. This is coming along. Looks like it's got yellow flowers. I have to laugh. The ones I see that are producing what look like visible flowers are the yellows. We've had yellows for years. Might do some work on this maple. And I'll cut off a few of the smaller branches, you know. Roses look good. Although I am thinking that I might want to, well, then again I could probably wait until, you know, late winter and then look for the ones that I've already cut them out, and then, well, because you get caterpillars all over this, at least some. On the other hand, hey, that's food for the predatory wasps. Kinda hope that thing gets bigger. There are some sections of these blueberries I'm thinking I might want to get into cutting out. Probably do that in early spring, you know. Or late winter, early spring, that sort of thing. Well, the bleeding hearts I have in here will pop up next year, you know, in the 2008 year. Honeyberries, gooseberries, black currant, jostaberries, red currants, gooseberries, grapes, kale, more kale. Need to start harvesting some of this, you know. Yeah, I think I'll add some of this, you know, come fall. I mean, like when this, you know, dies back and all that, you know, just before early spring. I think I'll have a little chat with Mom. And well, you know, just before it starts growing, you know, divide out a couple of sections and then put them in over in there, you know, right there at the entrance. That way it'll attract the pollinators, you know. Might do something with a couple of these other, like the Shasta daisy and cornflower and the cone flowers and all them. Or I just might buy them from the store, you know. You know, the local nursery, that sort of thing. I mean, most of them have a fairly decent price going on, you know, 50% off and all that. Well, this is Western New York. Subscribe if you like this, post comments, click the like button, and all that sort of stuff. Okay? Goodbye.